Welcome back to Nancy's Kitchen, where the art of plant-based cooking meets the science of nutrition. So in this segment, I'm going to show you how to make these beautiful cheddar cheese balls. And we're going to start once again with our cashew nuts. They were pre-soaked. Remember to pre-soak to remove the enzyme inhibitors. So we're going to put that in our food processor. We are going to add to this some sun-dried tomatoes. Now, when you are pre-soaking them, pre-soak them with the sun-dried tomatoes. If you can't find sun-dried tomatoes and you find the ones in the oil, you don't have to pre-soak, just add it in your mixture. We're going to add that there. We're going to add some more nutritional yeast, about 1/4 cup. So that's roughly 4 tablespoons. And that's almost 18 grams of protein. So once again, woot woot for protein. Where do you get your protein from? There you go, nutritional yeast. So we put the nutritional yeast. I'm going to put some turmeric. Now, a lot of people know turmeric, powdered turmeric, right? You see this bright yellowish color that leaves stains everywhere. It's truly a superfood, but how it looks like before it gets fine is actually, it's a root vegetable. So it kind of looks like, this is your turmeric actually. This is it. And you know, it's a, I don't know what this one looks like for you. It looks like a little critter there. But I want to show you how it is inside. So I have right here, I'm going to break one in half. And you can see it has that bright, you know, orange yellow color. And studies are showing that if you cook foods that are high in beta-carotene, like carrots or sweet potatoes, and you actually incorporate some turmeric in there, you're going to get more of those beta-carotenes out of it, right? And we know that the beta-carotene, it's actually vitamin A, right? So basically, and we need vitamin A for eye health, for skin health and whatnot. So we're gonna put, I'm gonna put the powder format just because it's more intense and it's just easier for the blending process. So we are putting just 1/4 teaspoon, and that's what's gonna also give it that nice yellow cheddary color. There are more and more studies now that are showing turmeric is great for anti-inflammatory. So it's actually showing that those that have arthritic pain, it's helping to manage that pain because it's so high with the anti-inflammatory properties. And another thing worth mentioning about turmeric is that it's actually native to Southern Asia. And roughly 100 grams of turmeric is 8 grams of protein. So 100 grams, obviously you're not going to eat 100 grams, but you know, it's good to know, right? So yeah, 8 grams of protein in 100 grams. I did not know that. See, I learn something new every day. And I can do a whole segment on the benefits of turmeric and curcumin. So we're going to go back to this cheese dough now. So we put the turmeric, we're going to put salt. I'm going to put sea salt only because I find sea salt is more saltier. So we're just going to put a bit, here we go. And as you can see, I don't judge. I use sea salt, Himalayan salt. I'm not against or for any of these healthy salts. We're going to put some paprika. I already put some. You can put some cayenne if you want. And we're going to put some coconut oil. Coconut oil is key. For this recipe, you have to put coconut oil because that's going to help solidify your cheese. So we're going to put, in this we are putting about 1/2 cup. So pretty much all of this is your 1/2 cup right there. And we're going to add some miso. Now miso is key because that's what's going to help the cheese ferment. And what miso is, pretty much, it's a fermented food. So these days you can find soy miso, and if you don't want to do soy, there's chickpea. You know, you'll find everything these days. So we're going to put 1 tablespoon of the miso. And miso, any food that's fermented, it's good for your microbiome, good for your gut health, right? We keep on hearing gut health, so add those fermented foods in your diet. And we are gonna add some apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar is showing to help manage blood sugar. So right now there's so many studies out there regarding apple cider. It's truly a superfood. We're gonna blend all of this. And the blending process for this takes a while, but I'm just gonna show you all. There you go. There you go. I don't know if you can see that. So the more you do it, the more creamier it's gonna get. And I did want to mention for apple cider vinegar, vinegar actually in French, it's vinaigre, which means sour wine. And basically, there's a two-step process to vinegar, and it's kind of related to how alcohol is made. And the first step exposes the crushed apples or apple cider to yeast, and which ferment from sugars and then turn into alcohol. And the second step is where the bacteria are added to alcohol solution, which further ferment the alcohol and turn it into acetic acid. So you know, sometimes when you buy apple cider and there's like some stuff floating on the bottom, actually that's the bacteria. This means like this is healthy and live apple cider. So that's a good sign. You want to see that when you purchase your apple cider. So this process takes a while. You're gonna process it, maybe give or take 15 minutes. You're gonna make sure, you know, you check it and you use your spatula to get the sides. And then you're gonna chill it. You have to chill at least 6 hours. And then once you chill it, this is how it's gonna look like. Do we get that? There we go. So this is how it's gonna look like. So it's gonna be nice and firm. And once it's nice and firm, you know, you're gonna get your hands in there. So we're gonna make small little cheddar cheese balls here. So you just take them and here you go. You roll them into balls if you want. And here you can see I made some with dill and others with rosemary. Pretty much any type of spice or herb that you want, you can use it to coat it. And this goes great with the tofu scramble. If you watch my breakfast series, we made some tofu scramble there, and I had some leftovers the other day and I put this cheddar and it was phenomenal. Okay, and so I'm just going to go through this platter that we have here. People like charcuteries as well, so I have smoked tempeh. So you can have the smoked tempeh here on little sticks. There we go, little sticks for the charcuterie. You can put some grapes, some strawberries. That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching Nancy's Kitchen, where the art of plant-based cooking meets the science of nutrition. Remember to practice mindful eating, and a little disclaimer, no animals were harmed during the making of any of these meals. See you next time, and à la prochaine. Cheers.